The Golden Gate Bridge is a suspension bridge spanning the Golden Gate Strait, which is a 1.6 kilometers wide, 4.8 kilometers long channel between the San Francisco Bay and the Pacific Ocean. The structure links the American city of San Francisco, California to Marin County, carrying both U.S. Route 101 and California State Route 1 across the strait. The bridge is one of the most internationally recognized symbols of San Francisco, California and the United States. It has been declared one of the wonders of the modern world by the American Society of Engineers. Before the bridge was built, the only practical short route between San Francisco and what is now Marin County was by boat across a section of San Francisco Bay. A ferry service began as early as 1820, with a regularly scheduled service beginning in the 1840s for the purpose of transporting water to San Francisco. Many wanted to build a bridge to connect San Francisco to Marin County. San Francisco was the largest American city still served primarily by ferry boats, because it did not have a permanent link with communities around the bay. The city's growth rate was below the national average. Many experts said that a bridge could not be built across the 2,042-meter strait, which had strong, swirling tides and currents, with water 113 meters deep at the center of the channel, and frequent strong winds. Experts said that ferocious winds and blinding fogs would prevent construction and operation, yet in the end, this bridge became the optimum way to provide passage across the bay for the people of San Francisco. Joseph Strauss was chief engineer in charge of overall design and construction of the bridge project. However, because he had little understanding or experience with cable suspension designs, responsibility for much of the engineer and architecture fell on other experts. Strauss's initial design proposal, two double cantilever spans linked by a central suspension segment, was unacceptable from a visual standpoint. The final graceful suspension design was conceived by Leon Mossoeuvre, the architect of the Manhattan Bridge in New York City. Irving Moreau, a relatively unknown residential architect, designed the overall shape of the bridge towers. The lighting scheme, the Art Deco element such as the tower decoration, streetlights, railing, and walkways. Senior engineer Charles Alton Ellis, collaborating remotely with Mossoeuvre, was the principal engineer of the project. Mossoeuvre produced the basic structural design, introducing his deflection theory, by which a thin, flexible roadway would flex in the wind, greatly reducing stress by transmitting forces via suspension cables to the bridge towers. Construction began on January 5, 1933. The project cost more than $35 million, completing ahead of schedule, and $1.3 million under budget. The Golden Gate Bridge construction project was carried out by the McClintic Marshall Construction Company, a subsidiary of Bethlehem Steel Corporation founded by Howard H. McClintic and Charles D. Marshall, both of Lehigh University. Until 1964, the Golden Gate Bridge had the longest suspension bridge main span in the world at 1.3 kilometers. Since 1964, its main span length has been surpassed by 10 bridges. It now has the second longest main span in the United States after the Verrazano Narrows Bridge in New York City. The total length of the Golden Gate Bridge from abutment to abutment is 2.7 kilometers. The Golden Gate Bridge's clearance above high water averages 67 meters, while its towers, at 227 meters above the water, were the world's tallest on a suspension bridge until 1998, when bridges in Denmark and Japan were completed. The weight of the roadway is hung from two cables that pass through the two main towers and are fixed in concrete at each end. Each cable is made of 27,572 strands of wire. There are 130,000 kilometers of wire in the main cables. The bridge has approximately 1,200,000 total rivets. The color of the bridge is officially an orange vermilion, called International Orange, even though the US Navy had wanted it to be painted with black and yellow stripes to ensure visibility by passing ships. The color was selected by consulting architect Irving Moreau because it complements the natural surroundings and enhances the bridge's visibility in fog. Aesthetics was the foremost reason why the first design of Joseph Strauss was rejected. Upon resubmission of his bridge construction plan, he added details such as lighting to outline the bridge's cables and towers. In 1999, it was ranked 5th on the list of America's favorite architecture by the American Institute of Architects.